So, does anybody want this? Welcome back, guys, to another one of my videos. I am Broly Equinox, or your mom sucks soul. I haven't really came up with a proper name yet for my channel. Today, we are going to be doing something pretty cool, I think. We are going to get a creepypasta off of ChatGPT. I know AI creepypasta. We're going to see how well AI compares to natural human art, shall we? Let's just go right into the video, right? Let's I just realized I never look actually at the camera. I'm always looking at myself right here when I should be looking at the camera right up there. And I don't get it. I'm chopped. I don't know. Just kidding, your boy's handsome. Your boy's handsome, guys. Come on, right? Now, I'm not looking for anything specific here. I just want to see what ChatGPT comes up with. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the next Jeff the Killer. So let's write in here. Hey, chat. Can you write? I know I type slow as now. Sure. Here's a short original creepypasta for you. The Patch. Whoop. Without further ado, let's read it. Maybe I'll do 2 or 3 this episode. Maybe this can become a series. Who knows? Who knows? There's a small empty lot behind my apartment building. Just a patch of overgrown grass no one ever uses. Every time I walk past it, I feel it. I've forgotten something, like my brain skips a frame. Bars. Last week they put up a new sign, under restoration, do not enter. But the weird thing is, the letters weren't printed. They looked carved, gouged, into the metal. That night, around 2 a.m., I heard someone calling my name from outside. Not knocking, not yelling, just speaking. Like they were standing right under my window. I looked out, and the lot was darker than it should have been. The streetlights didn't reach it out anymore. All I could see was the sign, now titled, like something had pushed it aside to crawl past. Then the voice said my name again, but it wasn't coming from the lot anymore. It was coming from behind me. I turned around, nothing there. When I looked back out the window, the patch of grass was gone. Just a perfectly square hole in the ground. Something pale was climbing out, slowly, like it had all the time in the world. This morning, the lot was back to normal. Green, quiet, innocently overgrown. Except now, there are 2 signs. The new one says, second notice, do not enter. It will follow you home. Alright, that one was The Patch. It was alright. I really wasn't paying attention. I was more focused on like speaking it and like those old school YouTuber creepypasta voices. Let me know how I did, guys. My first creepypasta read on YouTube. Pretty good. Pretty cool, right? Guys? Alright, next up we have a lost episode creepypasta. Give it up for the lost episode creepypastas. Everybody loves a good lost episode creepypasta. I mean, you have the classics like Red Mist, SuicideMouse.avi, the Bart Simpson one. Guys, there's so many to pick from. But again, we will not be reading any of those. We will be reading ChatGPT's lost episode creepypasta called The Episode That Shouldn't Exist. Let's see if it's fucking scary, bro. When I was a kid, I watched a cheap, low-budget cartoon called Sunnytown Friends. It came on early Sunday mornings. Bright colors, chirpy music, a cast of little animal characters teaching basic morals. Even as a kid, I thought it was a bit uncanny, like everything smiled a second too long. Last month, While organizing old tapes from my parents' attic, I found one labeled Sunnytown, episode 38, unaired. There were only 37 episodes. I assumed it was a mislabeled recording. The sleeve felt greasy, like the plastic had melted slightly in the past. And when I slid the tape out, there were no studio markings, just a hand scrawled 38, carved into the shell with something sharp. Curiosity won. The episode began with the familiar theme song, but slowed down. Not pitch shift, actually slowed, as if the tape itself was resisting. The screen showed the main characters standing perfectly still. They didn't blink, they didn't breathe. Their smiles slowly twitched, wider, as the theme dragged itself to an end. Then the screen cut to static. After almost a full minute, the static cleared. The camera was inside Sunnytown's usual bright classroom, except the colors were muted, like old water-damaged paper. The show's main character, a yellow rabbit named Sunny, sat facing away from the camera. The other characters stood in a semicircle behind him. None moved. Sunny finally spoke, but it wasn't the voice actor. It was a quiet adult voice, hoarse and direct, like someone whispering right into a microphone. Children, today's lesson is what happens when something is forgotten. One of the background characters, normally an energetic red squirrel, stepped forward. Its face was wrong. The mouth was painted slightly crooked, like it had been ripped off and reattached. It stared into the camera for several seconds before saying, "We didn't like being left alone." The screen jittered. The audio crackled. For a moment, I saw what looked like real footage. An empty animation studio. Chairs knocked over. Lights flickering. A shadow standing in the corner. Then it snapped back to animation. Sunny turned toward the camera at last. His eyes were black now. The whites completely gone. "You forgot us," he whispered. "But we didn't forget you." The characters began walking toward the screen. Not animated walking, jerky, puppet-like movements. Stop motion stuttered, as though someone was physically manipulating the drawings frame by frame. As they got closer, their smiles stretched wider, splitting at the edges like tearing paper. When they were inches away from filling the entire frame, the tape abruptly cut off with a sharp clicking sound. But here's the part that scared me the most. When the VCR spat the tape out, the hand-carved 38 on the plastic shell was gone. In its place, freshly scratched into the surface, were the words, "See you in season 2. Alright, I don't know if it's because I'm in a dark, empty room right now, but that one actually kind of freaked me out. Like, the ending, it was kind of spooky. I have a deep admiration for lost episode creepypastas. I think they're always creepy. I have some trauma with a lot of old child whimsical things turned into creepy stuff, like that one Chuck E. Cheese creepypasta, that one what was it? That one Disney World ride creepypasta, the famous boat ride with the creatures from Song of the South. Oof, that movie is scarier than any creepypastas. Let me tell you something. Okay, I have one more for you guys, and then we can wrap this thing up. It is called The Man in the Frame. Again, spooky. Let's actually hope it's pretty creepy. The first one was kind of the second one was kind of spooky. So maybe it just gets better and better and better. And I gotta stop looking at myself. This is myself. This is the fucking camera. There's an old picture frame hanging in my hallway. Empty, no photo, no glass, just a wooden frame. The previous tenant of this house left it behind, and for some reason I never took it down. A few nights ago, I walked past and noticed something strange. The inside wasn't dark like usual. It looked deeper, like the wall had become a window into a pitch black room. As I stood there staring, I saw a shape shift in the darkness. Just a faint outline of a man, as if he was standing far away. In a long corridor, I blinked, and the frame was empty again. I tried to convince myself it was my imagination. Trick of the light, fatigue, but every night since, the figure has been a little closer. Still blurry, still swallowed in the shadow, but unmistakably human. Unmistakably human. Last night, he was right at the edge of the frame, one hand pressed against the inside border, as though feeling for a way through. His fingers were too long, his head tilted like he was listening. I didn't sleep. This morning, when I walked into the hall, the frame was completely empty again. I almost felt relieved until I noticed something else. There were muddy footprints on the floor, leading from the frame to my bedroom door. Alright, so that one fucking creeped me out, dude. Like, I'm sitting in here in this empty room alone recording this video, and I have to read about this bullshit. Like, as I was reading that, I just felt like something like cold on my neck, dude. The chills. I got the chills, dude. But that's enough for me today. I know these probably aren't like the creepiest things, but when you're in a room alone reading them by yourself, dude. Nah, bro. You got it. You got it, gang. But that'll be all for me today, guys. Kind of a shorter video. I wanted to do a Panic at the Disco album review. I absolutely love Fever You Can't Sweat Out, and I still love it. It is one of my favorite albums, if not my favorite album of all time. Actually, hold on one second. Aha, so I found it. I have A Fever You Can't Sweat Out on the CD format, on the CD listening format. Shout out to my lovely girlfriend for getting me this, by the way. Baby, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, this album rocks. Listen to the whole thing. I am planning on making a full video discussing it. I love it so much. And that is all for me today, guys. So keep breathing, and I'll see you on a next video.